Let's walk. It's a really pretty canal, just sort of.
I heard about that.
This way and that way.
I'd love to go there. I'd love to see where it is.
Yeah, we were there.
I would love to go walk there.
Is that like on the way?
Whenever anybody's there,
Yeah.
please,
Yeah,
please
me
call
too.
me. I want to go.
Town. It's, remember when we were driving
I
over?
haven't seen the schedule yet. I mean, I just sort of got in, dumped my
One
stuff,
underneath my
came
shoe,
down
I
here.
saw
and
it.
went
Very
in.
strict schedule.
right here. Yeah.
We're very strict on the schedule.
Oh, thanks.
And I tried performing it with the original verses, a couple of audiences, and there was this really divergent reaction, which is all the women sort of looked at me with these searing glances. And so that was an instance where I kind of, retroactively edited the song. And apologies in advance.
We'd love to hear the outtake.
Being cruel, no, that never was my goal. I realize that at heart you're just a sensitive soul. I notice your psoriasis is worsened.
I love that.
I really couldn't happen to a nicer person. Bear in mind, I was getting increasingly vulgar and bitch.
We're all
I'm not saying we didn't have a lot of fun. Like the time you got your tit stuck in my accordion. That was the chorus, and so that was vetoed.
Yeah.
My family.
By the way.
Song and sing it for her because I know it will really cheer her up. But then you got to that line where you're something about being a bitch, And I leaned over and I said to Keith, I want to learn the song, but I'd have to change that because I'm talking about being glad that the guy left, not the woman.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
The best thing we came up with sod, wasn't it?
Yeah. Keith came
Well,
up
you're
with
welcome to change that to make it gender appropriate. Because we all have these masculine, feminine elements, and it's that that voice of confidence and authority that is all you need.
Females singing sea shanties.
That's great.
Yeah,
which are
great.
normally very much, people pulling on the bloody road, climbing up the
I
bridges.
sing that are mainly meant for women, and I don't change a single word.
Okay.
And I just sing it as if the woman was singing it, but just with my voice.
So many tones in it.
It has,
And the voice leading or something that makes it seem like it makes so much sense.
Well, don't let me rob you of this one, which does not happen if
I really appreciate you playing that for me.
And then,
See what you're saying.
and then fine, I've gone out to B flat. And then,
You start out chord in a minor.
It was a minor
song,
chord, wasn't it?
minor chord right away, and
Yeah.
it's gonna. Oh, this is different. But I was just wondering, like, what were all these elements that made that up?
It's actually a G9 to an E minor, and a G9 to an E minor. So it's kind of a rocking back and forth. It's almost kind of like it's almost kind of like this.
Yeah.
Is how the intro begins. Yeah.
It's like this hurts. Because it hurts.
Well, it's a consoling, self-consoling.
Yeah.
And Donna, we know from her class yesterday that the relative minor of G major is D minor. So.
There you go. That's right. Absolutely.
Yes,
I know you're thinking that, right?
To really be sincere about every song I sing, even the comical ones, and it's easier to be sincere about the the poignant songs because it's more obvious. And just to add that at the same time, because I know the effect that the song has on people and on me, there's a part of me that will consciously not overplay that. No,
You weren't hamming it up or anything.
right. That's what I'm saying. But no, there's a part of me that's conscious and being aware that you're on stage. There's lights. There's people. There's a mic.
I didn't really intend that ending, but
Writer all his life, and he's had really big hits with Robbie Williams. That's when he, really became successful. And so each week, like the first week, he was going to show how you write a ballad. So the way he did it, like he got Rufus Wainwright. Death is mystery, cured in centuries of blood and candle smoke. I am the
dozens of times from the first draft to when it's finally committed to an album. And then even after that, when I play it, it keeps changing for years. So
Yeah.
it never really stops. So
Yeah.
you're never done.
Yeah, oh, that's great. I like that because that just means that it's like a song is a living thing. Yeah.
New Jersey, rocking to the radio.
Never change my mind, I gotta take it on the other side. Take it on the other side. Take it on. Take it on.
In love with this 15-year-old girl that works at McDonald's. I've had occasionally people come up and say, I was very disturbed by that love song to a 15-year-old girl. And then I have to kind of retroactively explain, well, yeah, I'm 56, but that's not a pedophile song. But I teased him. I said, well, have you seen some of these 15-year-old girls?
Have you seen this polyester?
Yeah. We're 15. We think 15's too young. We'd like to make her 16. And I said, okay. And what else? He said, well, you know that line where you refer to her as a virgin? And I said, yeah. And I said, well, we'd rather not have her be a virgin, or we don't want to use that word. I think some people would be offended by it. So I said, let me get this straight. Instead of a 15-year-old virgin, you want this to be a song about a 16-year-old slut. I said, yeah. I said, okay, sure, go ahead. It kind of struck me as funny. I mean, now she's probably like in her 30s.
Yeah. Still holding down the job.
Yeah. Still holding down the
Very loyal.
Hopefully she's a manager or
Manager by now,
assistant.
yeah.
McDonald's wanted to license the song for a national TV and radio campaign.
Wow.
And it's airing now in the United States. It took 30 years.
Like what we said the other day, it's huge in Chicago. It's amazing.
Oh, you've been hearing it, really?
Yeah, I've heard it constantly.
Maybe we were
Really?
I've heard
They changed it to Golden Arches uniform. I went with it. Here we are talking about, the subtleties and the important connotations in every word and its meaning and its multiple meanings and the context that those meanings have in the song. And yet, you can write a song sometimes and people just keep changing words here and there and willy-nilly, and it's kind of like, and somewhere along the line, it's, it's been changed, but it's still, the core of a song is still there. A pleasure and an honor to work with all you guys. Thank you very much. And great to be with you. Yes, we really enjoyed it. It was really great. Guys need to put little kids to sleep. It's almost as effective as chloroform.
Chloroform.
Oh, if I was a cannibal, I'd tell you what, I'd chop you up a little onions and I'd fix it for a stew. If you don't go to bed, I'm gonna sell you to the zoo, but I'll never babysit for you again. Well, if I was a crocodile, I'd tell you what I'd do. I'd take a bite out of your leg and slowly start to chew. You never walk again, you always have to use a cane, but I'll never babysit for you again. And I let you stand past your bedtime, watch him dragging against the creature from the mud. And then I'll give you no more lip, don't tell me just a sec. What the heck, I'll bite your neck and rip your And now,
Don't forget to
by random choice and divine intervention and pure faith, Marc.
Oh, thank God.
Never written a song with words before in my life, and I didn't really get it finished, but I'll just show you what I have.
sitting by a stream of Carcassonne. Just this morning I was feeling like an Asian tree all alone. In a room with the mademoiselle, trying to get along. Maybe you could sit with me and I could sing a song.
the Olympic Village and the Westfield Shopping Centre.
Beauty such I was beguiled, she took from me my pennies 3 as payment for her prophecy. The harvest fires were rising high, the flames danced golden in her eye. The night she'd cast a spell on me, the woman from the West Country.
On the edge of this opening face, a cemetery where I bury the sea. But stranger things will never change my mind. I gotta take it on the other side, take it on the other side. And I don't like you, it's just you, kind of a freak. Also, Slumber and Dumber. Yeah. Great rhyme! Great rhyme!
Water was frozen. We played silly games on that winter's day. 'Cause our love was as deep as that snow on the mountain. Feelings we shared.
Oh boy. Well, that was just superb, everybody.
Sitting by a stream of Carcassonne. Just this morning I was feeling like an Asian tree all alone. In a room with the mademoiselle, trying to get along. Maybe you could sit with me and sing a song. Wasn't feeling homesick.